getting into town. That's.
Oh yeah, getting into town.
I mean, the hiking itself is just, a physical part. But
did you have dreams at night? Did you notice that you have more or less?
The first week was very intense for me. I had 4 nights in a row. I had the intensest dreams I've ever had in my life, and I remember them still. And they were connected to something from my past, like things I went through my family, my brother, my mother, like the issues of my family. My parents divorced. My brother doesn't talk to anybody. So I saw my grandmother, and it was like very vivid, scary images, and it was such as like, it was kind of like getting, maybe the start of getting it out of my system, starting it, walking it off, and realizing what the major points I have to work on in the trail ahead. So, yeah.
Milford Track is supposed to be fabulous in New Zealand. It's a world class, if not the most beautiful walking path.
Is it in Milford Sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That track,
yeah.
which is what they call the trails.
I've done a couple hikes in New Zealand.
Oh, you have?
I did the Abel Tasman outside of Nelson.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
3 days.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was incredible. And it's so amazing in New Zealand.
Yeah.
You have those huts, and you can reserve online. Everything is so organized. And then I did from Wanaka. I drove and I hiked over the ridge. Is it Withenboro? I don't remember the name of it. Ruthenboro.
Not sure.
Yeah, it's like also 3 days over the mountains, and then I hitchhiked to Milford Sound.
Wow.
But I want to do the Stewart Island.
Yes.
That's incredible. Looks incredible.
We have never been to Stewart Island.
I haven't even.
Yeah, not yet. That's all the way. That's at the southern tip of New Zealand. You have to take a boat to get there. It's an island off to the south of New Zealand, which I want you to understand, contrary to what people think. New Zealand is so close to the Antarctic, it's not even funny. It's not tropical at all. And Stewart is the furthest, the coldest of the cold in New Zealand. But if you go during the summer, I'm sure it's fine. But it snows for most of, not the top half of the North Island, but the rest of it snows. So it's cold.
And did you have dreams experiences on the trail?
I had a pretty remarkable one. I spoke to my dear friend Jesus Valencia, who was a branch manager at the Merrill Lynch office in Coral Gables. Not anymore. He's working for a Colombian bank that has a branch in Miami. He's the president there, and he was very happy to hear my story about the Appalachian Trail. And we're dear good friends. We went to school together in college. And he says, when you finish this trail, come and see me, and you'll have your office here in Brickell. And my dream was not a dream, it was a nightmare. Because I woke up and I thought that what was going on? I was feeling so awkward, stressed, and my heart was just beating acceleratedly. And I said, oh, that's right. I just dreamed that I was shaving with a suit and tie, cufflinks, and my initial and my shirts back on the beautiful views of Brickell. And it was not fun.
I thought you were going to say that you dreamed that you woke up with your suit already on.
It was not fun. So it was not a dream. It was not a pleasant dream. It was a nightmare. Yeah. I realized later, what's going on? Why am I not feeling good?
I have half a closet full of suits. I haven't worn since I stopped working.
When did you see the dream? Towards the end of the
Early on.
It was more than halfway. And now that I put everything on 10 by 15, I have all my suits. I have like 10 suits and all these shirts and all these ties. And I'm saying, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah. Tell you what, man, we'll have a sale. We'll do all mine and all yours.
All mine.
Jules, because
I haven't worn mine for 6 years because I haven't been in the office for 6 years.
Right. So, okay.
You know that.
Have you dreamt about your brother during the trail?
My brother, I didn't dream. I probably had 2 or 3 dreams, but not too much dreams. But at the beginning, when I started the trail, you know, I was hiking, and I was feeling so connected to the nature that I was, that suddenly I was thinking about my brother and what beautiful life that we had together, and the sadness that he was not here, that suddenly I had something from this heart of my stomach here, and it just bursted in tears, and I was just, because, you know, a little bit of shyness, and I was looking back to see if nobody was coming and looking front.
While walking, it happened.
While walking, and then I had to stop and just let it go, cry, and it was just like not pushed by anything, but just like hiking and then thinking about it, and then I guess that you are in such a connection with pureness and nature and wilderness and silence that these sensible things just flourish. And you know, I look back, you know, just in case somebody was coming, so I could just be free to cry what I needed to cry, and then when I finished that catharsis, I feel much better, and I keep walking.
Yeah.
You know, and just great.
So how did each of you experience the trail in terms of it being crowded, not crowded? Frank said it wasn't dirty at all, or no littering and trash and things like that.
I mean, there were, in Pennsylvania, there was some spots where you can visibly see that local kids go there and drink beer. So there was a couple miles of a trail where you can see beer cans. So it was kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
But
out of 2,000 miles, you can only remember a couple miles where it seemed dirty?
Only a few miles, only a few miles. It's amazing. I mean, there was a story of somebody who hiked a couple years ago, and he made a goal to pick up at least one piece of trash for every mile he walked. So at the end of the trail, he ended up picking up, 2,180 pieces of trash, little things. And I think he was even awarded some prize from a president, or I've heard that story.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did